All right, we're live. Sweet. Zach Hawkins is here. Hello, Zach. Peephole Circus is here. Hello. What's up, guys? How's it going? Hello, Sketch Therapy. So, today's the last day of Brutus. We are going into in demand on Brutus, but there are only 5 hours left on. Donald's here in the chat. He says draw spawn. Um, Donald, you have the link. You could come on. Uh, there's only 5 hours left on the Stardust digital only Indiegogo. So if you guys missed out on Stardust, this is your last chance to get it. There's 5 hours left. Um, so here, let me do a quick screen share. And Donald, you should really get on here so we could sell some more Brutus. Let's see. I'm screen sharing. So here we go. Here's the Stardust digital only campaign. Uh, $4 for the digital copy, $5 if you want to read it plus see the script. So just 5 hours left on that. We got Brutus here from me and Donald. Brutus is a very high T book about a bounty hunter that's lost his memory. And during his latest hunt, his past catches up with him and it comes back to hunt him down. So that's Brutus from me and Donald. He's got this psychotic little sidekick here, a robot named Gideon. Gideon thinks he's a human, so that's pretty funny. Then also just a quick shout out to Joseph White and Liam. I don't think I know his last name, but these guys launched their Indiegogo, and it looks pretty cool. This is called Sway. The link is also in the description. And Donald tells me he doesn't have the link. I swear I sent it to you. I'm gonna send it again, Donald. Making me do stuff. Let's see. Sketch Therapy says, "Did you send my Stardust to Puerto Rico? I'm sorry you lost on it. I want you to profit. Gary got his book here cheap. Maybe you can catch a break with me, Nasser. Please make sure you profit." Yeah, everything's been sent out. I just had one international that just came back to me as return to sender. So I got to ship out like one more person's because it just came back to me. Donald, you now have the link. Let's see. Comic Book Bob says your subs look a little anemic. What happened? Yeah, Mike S. Miller got like 30 something people to unsub from me today. So thanks a lot, Mike. I crawled back under 900. I'm at like 879 last time I checked. And I was at like, I think like 912. I was at like 912 today or something. So Mike S. Miller got tons of people to unsub from me. So that's kind of sad. Let's see. Let me send this link out to more people. I'm gonna put this link into a group chat, and I have no idea who's in this group chat. But it's one somebody added me to. Peephole Circus said thanks, Mike. Razmat says should have eaten the butter. Crazy Manor 2003 says Mike Subkiller. Comic Book Bob says, well, you could have just eaten the butter. I was not going to eat butter, you guys. I was not going to eat the butter. That was so lame. Anyways, so the link has been sent out, but I'm going to put the Brutus link right here in the chat another time. So that's for Brutus. So if you want to get Brutus, there's a day left. We are going to in demand. So you do have a little more time if you can't today. Then here's the Stardust link. 5 hours left on Stardust digital only. There is no in demand for Stardust. Peephole Circus says lick butter, no eat. Okay. Oh. Hey Donald.
What's up?
Nothing. Just trying to sell these books. What's up with you?
Oh, good. I'll just leave you to it then.
Donald,
I'll go back to putting together a soundtrack for Brutus.
Donald, I started to watch a show today on Netflix called Haunting of Hill House. Have you heard of it at all?
A show? No, I've seen a movie called The Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah, it was a book. I didn't know they made a movie, but I started watching the show.
I didn't know there was a book.
Oh, yeah, I never read it, but I just started watching the show today. I saw the first episode. It
I've never
was
read it either.
it was a good first 5 minutes and a good last 5 minutes, but everything in between had me cringing. Like I get scared easy though, so that's why I was like covering my eyes for most of the first 5 minutes, and I'm just like and then like there's always the little kid that they know there's a ghost, and the little girl is like, I'm scared of the bent neck lady, and I'm like, bent neck lady. As soon as she said that, I have like both hands over my eyes. I'm just like, no, no, don't show the bent neck lady. So that scared me
But what? Why? Why?
because I scare really easy.
Why? You live in Chicago. Why does fake shit scare you?
I don't know. Peter Gilmore says, "Hey Nasser, just got in from a night out, and we're considering watching Hill House. Give me the TLDR. Worth it? Is it a remake? Um, I don't know if you could call it a remake, but well, I guess so. Um, it's okay. If you have a pretty high standard for horror, you probably won't like it. It's I don't know. It's just all right. Like I thought it was gonna be terrifying. I thought it was gonna be terrifying after the first 5 minutes, but it ends up just being eh.
See,
Um,
that's why I don't watch horror movies because none of it's terrifying.
but I only watched the first episode, so I don't really know if it gets any better. Comic Book Bob says, yeah, they've made several films off of it. Um,
The only one that I've seen was, I think it was, I think it had Jeffrey Rush and Famke Jensen.
hmm,
That's the one
yeah.
I'm thinking. Let me look it up. Just
Uh,
sit in silence while I look that up.
Desiccant says, have you ever watched a snuff film? No, but I'd like to star in one. Have you ever seen a snuff film, Donald?
No comment.
Donald has seen one. Um,
No, I've never seen one. I've had the opportunity to see it. I chose not to because I hoped it was fake.
what was it?
I don't remember. This was a long time ago,
Huh. Comic
so I
Book
don't remember
Bob
what it was.
says,
I just remember, I had a friend said I got a snuff film. You want to come watch it? Like, no, no, that's okay.
you got to introduce us. Anyways, Comic Book Bob says the original was filmed in the 60s, another in the 90s with Jeffrey Rush. Comic Book Bob says a snuff film starring Mike S. Miller. That'd be cool.
Nasser, do you know what a snuff film is?
Yeah, isn't it a film where like somebody actually dies in it?
Yes, that's why I chose not to watch it because it was either going to be fake or I did not.
You cut out there.
I said that's why I didn't want to watch it because I knew it was either going to be fake or somebody was going to die, and I don't want to see that.
Oh. Um. Anyways, Peter Gilmore says 99% of snuff films are fake. Hmm.
Hmm.
Whatever. Heather C says, "Is that Hill House thing a new Netflix series? I only heard about it yesterday." Yes, it is. And the first episode was just okay. I don't know if I'm going to continue watching it. I might try at least the second one. Um, do. John Malin. John Malin's in the chat. John Malin. I don't know what that face you just sent means, but please, you have the link. Get on here. Me and Donald, we're too awkward. We're too awkward
Oh,
to
this
hold the
is a
stream. Uh,
oh, shit.
let's see. Brian the Observer says, "Will Brutus go into the online store?" Yes, we're gonna put it into an in-demand store. So I'm gonna post the link again, you guys. I'm gonna let's see, copy, and here you go, guys. So it does end in a day, and we are going into in-demand. So you do have time to get it if you can't today. Donald, what's been your favorite page of Brutus so far to draw?
Probably the first page. I just love that pose, that him jumping. That was really cool.
Yeah, very high T.
The second favorite would be the one where he's leaving. I don't want to spoil it. He's leaving. He's leaving
Yeah.
after he collects a bounty
Yeah, I know.
on that chain guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
That last panel was my favorite.
My favorite part so far has been when Brutus ends up beating up John Malin.
What?
Hello, John Malin.
How's it going?
Going
What's
all
up,
right.
I heard you guys needed some saving from your awkwardness.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need you to teach us how to be normal.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
good luck with that.
Teach us how to be good YouTubers, John.
Yeah. Comic book Bob always trolling me. John Malin and Malin. Ugh.
How many times a day do you hear that?
Not a lot. I've actually been hearing the Nailin Malin more often, which is just weird when it's coming from like a dude. So, but you don't let it bother you.
So
I
Malin,
finally got the back graveyard shift.
Oh well, thanks, Donald. Appreciate it.
Malin, have you seen The Haunting of Hill House yet? It just hit Netflix.
I've seen the advertisement for it. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I just watched the first episode. It was okay. I scare pretty easy. So like in the first 5 minutes, there's some little girl telling her parents like, "I'm scared of the bent neck lady," and I just like I got so scared. I'm like, "The bent neck lady," and I'm just like covering my eyes with both hands, and I'm like, "No, don't show it, don't show it." And I'm like just watching from between my fingers. I'm like, "Don't show it, but I want to see it, but don't show it."
You're like a 4-year-old.
Yes,
You're right.
exactly.
Like,
And now
covers
it's
your
about
eyes.
horror too. That's what's great about it.
Yeah, that's the funny part.
So I just looked it up and I found out that Carla Gugino is in that series. So do me a favor. A, let me know if she has any nude scenes.
Is that the
B,
Watchmen lady?
Yeah. And
Oh,
from
she's
Sin
old,
City.
isn't she?
No, she's still hot.
Yeah.
Let me know what episode she gets nude in and the timestamp so that I don't have to watch the rest of it.
Jeez, Donald.
Hey guys,
Hello.
Hey.
how you doing?
Who's this?
It's Josh the amazing animator.
Hey,
cool.
Josh, how's it going?
Not too bad. Been a while, John. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. What's up, Pineapple Pizza Man?
The worst character in history.
Oh man, here we go.
He's somebody created this, and I just kind of I like teasing our friend Donald here. So I created this little mock-up cover.
That's awesome.
It's easy for that guy to kill Brutus because Brutus is on the ground vomiting from eating pineapple pizza.
Well, maybe, or maybe he's just a scrub who can't handle this.
A lot of fear in Brutus's face here. What does his tag say? Something read? Oh, if you can read this, what, like you're too close?
Yeah, I tried to get the stuff as close as possible as from what I could find.
Of
that.
talking about Brutus, yeah, one of his patches says, "If you can read this, get on your knees."
Oh, okay.
Now.
I wasn't sure what the rest of it said, but it's mostly covered up anyway. So
Yeah,
I just
Brutus is a badass.
pineapple pizza
What?
man, the badass. So what's this? Is this like are we live somewhere or?
Yes, we're live on my channel.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know you had a channel, Nasser.
Oh, yeah. So I was on with Mike S. Miller today on his channel, and I was at like 912 subs. I was trying to get to 1,000, and he's like, "Everyone unsub from Nasser unless he eats a stick of butter." And I'm like, "What?" And I lost 30 something subs. Like, I wouldn't eat butter.
Well,
Wow.
we're still pretty low on subs over on the Manimation front. We're only at about 162, I think. It's a slow build. I don't think we're quite as notorious as you guys yet.
Do I hear a hint of Canadian in that voice?
Maybe.
Also,
Man,
kick
I
him.
hate Canadians.
Kick him. Americans only.
I'm
No wonder you like pineapple
100%,
pizza.
100% Canadian.
Straight white males only.
I'm straight and white and male.
No, you're Canadian, man.
Yeah.
There's
You're
no
like,
wonder you like pineapple pizza. You call bologna ham.
No, we don't. We call bologna
Bacon.
bologna.
Oh,
Call it Canadian bacon.
That's not Canadian bacon.
That's what it
they
is here.
just call bacon, or it'd just be bacon in Canada, wouldn't it?
No.
Yeah, we say American cheese, right? What kind of cheese do you want? American. So, Canadians hate that too when you discount Canada as being part of America.
Well, technically,
We're America too.
Technically, they're part of America. They're not part of the United States.
Is this what I'm going to get with you guys every time I pop into a stream?
Yeah, as long as that pineapple pizza thing is up there.
It's not going anywhere.
Well, then prepare to catch hell.
Well, I can take it, unlike Brutus.
That's what I've heard.
Whoa!
Anyway,
What have you amazingly animated recently?
well, recently I've just done a rough of the Manimations logo.
Let's see it.
Sure, I can pull that up. Let me
See how amazing it is.
Hey!
Hey, what?
Oh, that drawing.
Oh yeah, that was the
Yeah, I remember that
Jawbreakers
way
thing
back.
I did.
Yeah, I remember you doing that a long time ago.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It was my alt universe Jawbreakers, where it's sort of like a Sailor Moon style magical girl sort of deal.
Oh, that actually
Devil Dog looks awesome.
The what?
Is that?
Oh yeah, she's military magical girl Devil Dog.
Is it Splatto on top of the van?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's gonna be like a Sailor Moon style, they gotta have their talking magical cat.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Brother.
this is what I got so far. It's just a rough.
That's. Is he knocking out Tim Doyle?
Yep, that's Baby Bones himself. Kapow!
That's funny. So Midnight Cherry TV is in the chat here. We got to get this guy on the stream, Midnight Cherry. I sent you the link.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he works with like Netflix and stuff. So he might have some insider information about the Haunting of Hill House. And
why don't you?
Yeah, you
have him slide Brutus the Badass over to somebody.
Keep your job.
What's the Haunting of Hill House?
it's a show on Netflix. It just got uploaded. I've seen the first episode. It was all right, but so far nobody else here has seen it.
Is it animated?
What?
Is it animated or
No.
Oh, okay. Oh. Then
It's a series, but I mean that's an old movie, right?
I think it was a book, and then they made it into a movie, and now it's a show.
Let's see, Haunting of Hill House.
And there was also a remake in 1999.
Gothic horror novel. Is that the one that had what's his name, Vincent Price, or?
He was in the original. Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Midnight Cherry says he can't get on right now.
Well, I'm gonna take off as well. I just wanted to say hi and tease Donald a little bit with my latest creation.
It's harassment. This is blatant harassment.
I am blatantly and openly harassing you with pineapple. I mean, I've been doing it for months, so what do you expect? I'm going to take every opportunity I can get. Anyway.
That's what she said.
That is what she said. Anyway, I'll let you guys get to it. Nice seeing you. Just wanted to say hi. Have a good one.
Good talking with you.
Yellow Flash in the chat says, I can't believe I clicked on this stream. I'm already regretting it.
Yep. It's House on.
Well, then get in here and save it.
House on Haunted Hill is the Vincent Price movie, and that's the one that had the remake. I don't see an actual connection to the book. I mean, maybe if I read in here deeper, I don't have time for that. But it could have been based on that book.
Well, that's the one I saw them.
House on Haunted Hill. Yeah, all these haunted house movies all blur together.
Wasn't there one with Eddie Murphy?
I don't think so.
No, I think you're right.
Get in here,
Wasn't it like a
Flash.
Disney ride thing? Eddie Murphy
Go to his IMDb here.
Haunted. I think that'll bring it up. The Haunted Mansion. 2000. Wow, 2003. You guys, isn't that weird? In 2018, this is the first year of adults that never lived in the 1900s. Bona fide
Weird.
adults. Yeah, bona fide adults. How does that make you guys feel?
Old.
Yeah.
Even though I
Nasser's
was just a baby.
Yeah, Nasser's going to be around longer than any of us, and he's going to be like the one going on TV shows. What was it like being born in 98?
I don't know, unless I get shot or something.
Well, let's hope that don't happen.
Oh,
You do live in Chicago, and you do like to piss people off.
I don't like to piss people off. Only sometimes.
You just do.
Yellow Flash says, I can't join. I'm too busy refunding Brutus and Graveyard Shift.
That's hurtful. Flash, hurtful.
Oh, yeah, Yellow Flash.
Comic Book Bob says, did anyone see Hereditary? That's on my list of stuff to see. I just haven't done it yet. Falling into Destiny says, get Liam the link. I think he has it. Let's see. Peephole Circuit says, the Haunting 1963 door banging scene is awesome.
Is that porn?
I hope not.
I hope so.
Donald. Bro.
I'd watch it.
All right, so what was the last horror movie you guys seen?
Actually, the Halloween remake with Rob Zombie.
What did you think?
Not that good. I mean, it's Rob Zombie, so if you like Rob Zombie, but I want Michael Myers to be kind of a mystery, and I hate when they try to explain everything, and they're like went to really great lengths to make the parents look like assholes. So you're like, yeah, I guess this family all kind of deserves it. Whereas the original one, the only one that was evil or deserving to die was Michael Myers. And also, Laurie Strode, you look at the original Halloween, she's much more the kind of reserved girl, maybe doesn't get the guys, and her friends are very like outgoing and more boisterous, so you look at Laurie Strode and you kind of want her, you want to protect her, she's fragile. She might not be able to get through all the crap that's going to come her way. Whereas in the remake, she's just as ditzy and party-holic as all her friends. She's kind of looks like a dork, but the character is nothing like the Laurie Strode. There's no shyness about her or anything like that. So
yeah, in the original, she was like the nerdy sister that you wanted to protect. In Rob Zombie one, she was like, I hope that bitch dies.
Yeah. So,
and they made
I mean, the sheer size of I think it's Tyler Mane doing the the Michael Myers stuff. That was cool. It was a nice visual, but I didn't even know all that backstory. I mean, the first one is great because they leave Michael Myers a mystery. He's evil. That's all you got to know.
Yep. I didn't need to sympathize with him in any way.
Oh, I see Liam is here.
Myers was always the most human of the serial killers, like of the slashers, and what made him special was how removed from just humanity he was, what a mystery he was. So to flesh that out took away a lot of the appeal to the character for a lot of people. I've heard that a lot, so it's a fair observation, I think. And hi everyone, I'm Liam.
Hello.
Felix in the chat says, Nasser, get a drink. People are leaving. I don't drink. So one of you guys has to get a drink.
Man, I thought about stopping into the liquor store to buy something.
Bad Taste Jeremy says, I backed Brutus, but for Donald, not stupid eyebrow Nasser. Okay.
Oh, are your eyebrows stupid now, sir?
Yes. There you go.
Oh man, I hope Ethan streams tonight. This is
Who's watching the new?
the most boring one.
Who? Oh, you got almost the unibrow going on there, eh, Nasser?
Yeah, almost, but not quite.
Oh, there, Sketch Therapy says hashtag wax the Nasser.
Okay, if we get 30 grand on Brutus, then sure.
Full wax.
You'd
Yes.
probably look better if you don't take them all the way off. You know, they'd probably round out your face a bit. Come off getting an extra point of charisma.
Get the infamous look. You're gonna need more hair.
So Liam, you got a book up called Sways. Why don't you pitch that?
Yeah, well, Sway is the story of the last soul on Earth. She awakens in the distant future, thawed out from ice by scientists. A lot of her memory is fragmented and broken, and she has to adapt to this new world, which has been taken over by monsters, really, like hyper-evolved animals. It's a little bit of Prometheus, like Ridley Scott's Prometheus, and Commandy, the Last Boy on Earth. That's the sort of vibe it's got. I'm really excited for it. I've planned out a 3-part series. It's a 3-part epic. The first one is Rain, the second is Hail, and the third is Shine. The first story will be complete in case it doesn't get the funding it needs to go forward, but we're hoping it will. And I'm just really happy that I've had sort of the welcome that I have had so far. This is a story I really do believe in, and I worry, like you, NASA, that if I tell too much of the story, it might ruin certain things. So what did you learn when you were pitching Stardust and everything with plot? Because in the last stream I was in, they said that you had a problem where you didn't want to give away quite too much. And they're thinking I'm having a similar thing. So I might be able to learn something from you in that regard. Do you have any advice?
Well, honestly, the best way to pitch was learning from Ben Hennessy. He makes up some good pitches, but I don't know. I just try to give the overall message without giving away too much. It's kind of hard to explain, but we could probably talk about it off stream.
Yeah, sure.
I'm getting to a point where I'm just like, I'm gonna explain everything.
Yeah. Well, I've got another series that I'm working on the down low, and I can explain everything with that. It's not a problem. But with this, with Sway, it's going to speak to the human condition, and it's going to have certain mystery and suspense elements. You know, a bit of a thriller. And so I want the audience to a little bit like Day of the Dead, since we're all horror fans here. I want them to go in not knowing what it is before they get to about halfway into the book, and then it'll blow their minds. But I've just got to get them to that point, you know?
I think you should fill books up with as much cool shit as possible that you can give away half of it in the promotion and you still have more cool shit to give away. You really have to hook people. You can't hook people by saying, well, just believe me that when we get to the book, that's where the cool shit's at. So fill it up with so much cool shit and work all that cool shit into your pitches and what you're going to be able to release about that project. But know that you have so much more cool shit left that it doesn't matter what you give away.
Yeah, I'm going to get my artist, instead of going on to pages 11 and on from where he is now, I want him to just take a day so that he can put together or tidy up some of the concept art of the creatures and the characters that appear in the book. Because a couple of people said to me in DMs that they'd like to see the characters, because the stuff we've put there is just the rough 5 samples. We haven't even put all the letters up yet. They'll be up probably within a couple of days at most. We just wanted to let it go for a little bit first. So hopefully that will help things out when people can see a bit more of the world. It's got incredible stuff in it, like Coda rules from Titan City, and Titan City is the Titanic that's been broken on the floor of the ocean. Like, she's not wandering through this desert wasteland. Like, people go, oh, the desert, that's not the desert, that's the ocean floor. Okay? That's the ocean floor. And yeah, it's basically. Oh gosh, I don't know what more I can say. It's just the hard bit, you know. Like there's so much cool stuff in there that I think people will really like, and I don't want to spoil it all.
Liam, there's a question for you in the chat. People want to know if you're going to be the one to handle the shipping.
No, no. Okay, for those who, this is something about the shipping that I think everyone should know if we have any Australian viewers. Okay, back in the early 1900s, a law was passed in Australia that allowed our shipping to be basically free to the UK and China. It's an obsolete law, but it's still in practice. It's still held up. And it's quite annoying, which means that shipping out of Australia internationally costs you nearly 300% more. You'll end up spending thousands of dollars more shipping out of Australia to go, like if most of your sales go to America, right? So what any Australian Indiegogo guys need to do if they want to do this realistically is they're going to need to print in the United States, and they're probably going to have to go through someone that will set it up and send it for them, or have a partner over in the States or somewhere else in the world, because you'll end up getting hit with thousands and thousands of dollars in extra postage that might screw up your campaign if you launch it.
So, Critias is here. What's up, dude?
Sorry, I'm enjoying some chocolate while listening to you guys talk.
Tacos? Where'd you get them from?
Chocolate.
Oh.
I had a burrito earlier. It was delicious.
I gotta eat about 120 chocolates because my kids' school sent us a box of chocolates and I don't know what to do with them.
John Malin wakes up, rubs his eyes. He's like, tacos.
Yeah. Any kind of junk food.
Let's have some fun, Nasser. I'm gonna put the link to the Hangouts on Twitter.
Wait, what?
Get ready to kick people.
No, I mean we just send that to the chat here to people watching.
No.
What do you guys want to do?
He wants to put the Hangouts link. He wants to give it to people.
Oh, do it.
I just did it.
You did not.
I remember you from the early days of chat. And now we've got booked out. It's exciting.
You told me?
Yeah, I was talking to you, man. I'm happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you too, man. I'm sorry, my mind. I tell you, I'm trying to enjoy these chocolates, and my mind is elsewhere. Yeah, no, it's nice to meet you, Liam. I support you all the way, man. I backed your book this morning.
I just found out that James Herron did a Judge Dredd story.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
They want to kick NASA out of his own channel.
Right. Man, we just have all the awkward people in here, and the one person in here that's not awkward isn't talking. Say something, John. Just dictate this whole thing.
What are you talking about? John's awkward too. He sits on every stream silent. He's quieter than me.
They call me Mr. Charisma. That's why I'm doing so well.
So, John, man, come on, let's go, man. $300 to go, man.
I know. It's crazy.
You're almost there.
People online said they're only going to get it out to 99,999, then they're going to stop.
I'll tell you what, man. If they get it that high, I'll throw in that extra buck for you.
And then I will refund.
Spoiler: after you're out of campaign mode, it does an automatic refund.
What do you mean?
Damn.
Means you have to actually ask the person directly.
Oh yeah.
Hey John, can I have a refund?
No, there's no refunds. But I did put in a tier that allows you to upgrade. So you may upgrade.
Wait, you really did tweet out the link?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
It's gonna be chaos.
I told you I did.
Oh, God.
I thought you were trolling me.
I am.
No, like I thought you were joking.
No.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Who's that? Who just joined us?
Sketch Therapy did.
I was on a sketch. How's everything?
Why is he muted?
He muted himself.
All right, kick him.
All right, sorry, Sketch.
I was
What was that?
looking for my headphones.
Ah, there we go.
Oh man, just in the nick of time.
Who's eating?
That was me. I did that on purpose.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's okay on that.
Was that
How
chocolate?
you doing?
We
How
do
you
No, that
whatever
was
we
doing,
can
that was
to
some.
annoy people.
I got some Frito Lays.
Oh, dang, Critias.
Yeah, it's a long night. We're trying to get you to 6 figures.
Oh, is that what's up?
We need Cecil.
Yeah, I guess maybe I should make it a night and try to get that last 300 going. Nah, I'll just let it play out. I'm not gonna.
Let's do it,
Yeah.
man. I want to
Oh
celebrate.
yeah,
with you.
get that
Hey,
300, man. Make that money, man.
This is Brutus's last night. This
Yeah.
is gonna be about me.
What?
Oh,
I thought
it's
Brutus,
all about me.
Brutus, no, Brutus got like 33 hours, doesn't it? It's like day and a few hours.
No.
Yeah, well, John's is in demand. His is gonna go until it's ready to go. He doesn't need that $300 tonight. He can get that $300 next week.
Yeah, I'm in no rush, guys.
I need $7,000 tonight.
Damn, that sounds like a move.
Is there a reason you're shooting for another 7,000? Like, is there something you're planning to do, or is it just what you'd like?
If we get the $30,000, then Andrew Huerta is going to be doing a 5-page backup story, and Nasser's going to shave his eyebrows.
Hey, congrats on 700 backers.
Guys, Master's going to shave his eyebrows, and you're going to get an extra whole mini comic.
He's not
What are you
shaving
waiting
eyebrows.
for?
He's waxing.
There's gonna
his
be-
eyebrows.
Waxing.
Yeah,
We're going to
wax-
put extra
wax
pages in there.
hurts.
Oh, waxing.
Wax
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody has showed up. So who is this Jam?
Who's this?
What's going on? Can't hear
Jam?
you, Jam. Yo,
Jam sounds like
You have
Chris.
5 seconds. 5 seconds to talk. 4, 3,
Yeah, say something, Jam.
Sketch.
2.
How you doing, man?
1. Kick him, Nasser.
Jam?
It didn't say nothing.
Jam, hello.
Sketch muted.
No, I'm not muted.
Oh, how's it going, man?
How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty excited. Everything's actually going pretty well right now. How about you?
I'm doing okay. I'm glad to talk to Liam again. We talked a couple of times. How you doing, Liam?
I'm good, man. How are you doing? It's good to still see you around, man. It's good to still see you around.
Yeah. Say hi to Joseph for me, man. I haven't talked
I
to him in a
will.
while either.
He's chained to a desk working,
Well, he's a good
Yeah.
artist. You guys can see him at, I think it's a Comics Verse, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. He draws
He's
it
so
live.
talented. Mhm.
Sketch,
How you
is that
doing,
you? Sketch, is that you in your photo?
No, absolutely not. That's called a stock photo.
Oh,
I
is
look
it?
like that. I look like that.
Oh, yeah, because I was like, oh, are you sketching?
No.
Oh,
Well,
that's
I
not
do
you?
sketch.
I always thought that
I
was
am
you.
a soldier. No. That'd be doxing myself. I don't want to do that.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
But I am a soldier. I was a soldier. I was in the 3rd Infantry. And I did sketch, I sketch more now as a therapy.
Mhm.
And, I also want to say hi to Critias. He's Puerto Rican like me. How you doing, Critias? ¿Cómo está la cosa por allá, papá? ¿Cómo está la cosa por allá en Florida? ¿Está todo bien?
Yeah, it's good, man. It's taking it slow.
All
Hey,
right.
You guys
hey,
sound
hey,
exactly
hey,
the same.
I am a soldier. No. We got a little echo.
Heather, new arrival. You have to mute your tab.
Put
for
on,
the,
put on
live
headphones or
stream.
something.
Who is this? Who is that?
Oh,
Heather left.
Some-
I think she's probably gonna look for headphones and come back.
If people are going to come in here, be ready or be gone.
Right. Be gone,
Jeez.
thoughts.
Jeez, brutal.
Oh, such a savage, man. You're talking to our fans, our backers like that, Donald.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Be ready or be gone, man.
Who's looking
this?
forward to the new Halloween movie?
I am.
There's a new one?
Yeah, there's a new one.
No,
coming out.
Donald, we're lying.
What does
Okay,
everyone
good.
think
Then who's
about
this?
them? They're wiping out. They're wiping out like all the movies except for the first one, and then it's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah, that one.
what's her
The one
face?
with
Jamie
Jamie Lee
Lee
Curtis
is coming back.
I kind of like the.
We got someone in here.
Yeah, the new Halloween's not going to be very good.
Well,
Why do you say that?
It can't be any worse than the one they did without him.
Is that comic book Bob, the guy who keeps trolling me?
Yes, it is.
Brother,
All right, now we're going to get some fun.
how's it
I'm
going?
worried about the current state of horror movies. I know, that's a cliche thing, but I'm not too excited for Halloween because everything seems to be overproduced. Like you go back and you look at like the old Texas Chainsaw Massacres and the sort of old horror from around the 80s through early 70s. You know, that's when there was the big sort of boom.
That's the only movie I couldn't finish. I couldn't finish that first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I still haven't finished it. It's just, I don't know.
There's like
the remake,
and you lose that in the modern cinematics where everything's so fresh and crispy, and the actors are usually always really.
No, the new one wasn't so scary. The original was. I couldn't finish it. I still haven't finished it. It's been like I don't know, about 20 years. I still haven't gone back and finished it. That was actually kind of scary. I mean, I saw the new one. That didn't scare me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed the new one. Didn't they have that Beale girl?
Oh yeah, she was hot.
Yeah, and it had the drill sergeant dude from
Yeah.
F.E. Emery.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one for what it was. But yeah, the original one was definitely spooky, man.
Okay, it was good, but it didn't scare you, right?
Right.
No.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I saw
it's a little jumpy. I don't do a lot of long
jumpy.
drives though, so maybe if I did long drives often, I'd be like a little bit more apprehensive about it. And Puerto Rico's small; it's like just 100 miles by 35, so you know, not a lot of empty patches with weirdos.
Welcome back, Heather.
Yeah.
Hey, hopefully this is working now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, a lot of the modern horror movies, man, they're so detailed and everything. You lose the mystery of it. You know, it's the unknown that's the scary part.
So is John Carpenter directing the new one?
Oh, that's a good question.
No, I don't think he
I
is.
thought he was.
And he did the score also.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
He's not.
Hey,
Why the
isn't
hell would
that
anybody
Devin?
want to watch it?
That is Devin Graham. What's up, guys?
Yo.
No, I think he's involved with it, but he's not directing it.
Yeah, he's executive producing and he did the score.
Ugh, whatever. If he was directing it, maybe I'd watch it when it hits Netflix. But
No,
to that,
Executive
awesome.
producing is one of those titles that no one knows what it really means. It could be that he's like in on the plot. It could be nothing.
yeah, it could be, but if you follow the production, you would know how involved he is actually.
Okay, so you following it? You know a little bit about this because I'm a little bit.
I know everything. Any questions you have, I'll answer them.
Okay, cool. I think John is a big fan of that stuff, right, Mr. Malin?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I enjoy it. So, you know, I'm not, you know, I can't break out the encyclopedia of knowledge on these shows.
I could talk about
I definitely enjoy them.
If you guys want to check it out, like, I don't know if y'all have like Spotify or Apple Music. There's like already songs up from the score, and it sounds amazing. Like he really went back, and it sounds real synthy, just like the original. It's awesome.
that I'll go and listen to.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
I love
At least check that out.
Yeah, I figure I'm 80% sure that I'll probably be disappointed by the movie, but you know, it's worth it to go check it out one more time. I'll be a sucker for Halloween movies.
I feel like it's really hard to not disappoint you, John, but I think you should check it out for sure.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
does
like a top
Jamie Lee
30
Curtis
score,
have a couple
right?
scene in it?
That's a little late in the game for that, man.
Right. I was about to say.
No.
For
You know
who?
what they need to do? What they need to, and I've been waiting for this for years. Is the Jason versus Freddy? I just want to see that. That's it.
But that's already done.
They already did that.
Yeah, did Jason versus Freddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Freddy. I mean Jason versus Michael Myers. I'm confusing the characters.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
You
And
know
I'll
what
die-
I want to see? What I want to see that they've scripted it out. They wanted to do it for ages. I really want to see Ash versus the Evil Dead versus Freddy versus Jason, because that's
They did a comic.
Didn't they
book.
comic of that? Yeah.
Yeah, they did the comic because they couldn't get the rights to do everything. But it'll never happen now.
Hey, Andrew.
Well, Bruce Campbell said he's done with Evil Dead, so
Exactly,
Yeah.
He said that he's
Sadly.
retiring the character. But it was a fun, like his reboot for the series was fun. We had a good time with him. So
yeah.
I actually just watched all those movies like yesterday. I'd never seen them before.
The Evil Dead?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the Evil Dead movies. They were cool.
The original, even the first one, it doesn't hold up too good, but the other ones are pretty good.
I like
Yeah,
the
I
second
agree.
one.
Well, the second one's just basically a retelling of the first one for like the first half of it.
But it was done a little better, and
Oh, yeah.
and I think they started using a technique where they put the camera like on the floor with like a, I think they put like a wooden plank and a camera, some plywood, and they had a technique that it kind of made it look like the
Gave it that
haunting.
Sam Raimi signature, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Who's
actually
outside?
Sam Raimi's signature thing. They're the first ones to use that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, that
it's
movie
brilliant.
looks really cool. It's got some good effects too.
It's amazing
Hey,
what you
Huerta's
come up
here.
with on a shoestring budget.
Remember the creepy old lady like singing "Hush, little baby, don't say."
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that got me. They used to give me back in the day. I was a
Andrew,
kid.
what's up?
Which is
Going
kind of
on,
funny
guys?
because that scene they actually put that in the trailer for the remake and then it never made it into the film.
Guys,
Yeah.
let
Where
Andrew
she's like,
talk.
"We're gonna get you."
Mr. Huertas,
What's up, everybody?
how you doing?
Oh, crap.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello,
Oh,
I'm
is that
new
your
here, so
champion?
Is that
He's
your
the man
champion,
himself.
Radius?
You the man with the electric art, right?
yeah.
It looks very
That's me.
energetic, very electric. I like it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, me and Andrew go way back. I remember annoying him like 5 months ago, probably, or even longer than that.
Wow, that's way back. That's way back now.
Way back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah, my art got me blacklisted from the industry, basically.
Yeah, I remember the story you told me.
Yeah, because they don't know what they're talking about, to be honest.
Yeah, well,
That doesn't
blacklist
make
is getting
sense,
awful long,
though.
man,
So what's up with Sovereign, Andrew? How far along are you to releasing it?
Well, I'm gonna launch it November 1st, but I only have 5 pages complete. I'm trying to get 5 more, so I have 10 to show when the campaign launches.
Nice.
Industry missing out on you, then.
It's
We're
all
glad
good.
to have you. We're glad to have you on this side.
Yeah, man. I'm just glad everybody's kind of like joined together to finally do our own stuff because the industry doesn't want us, so it's like we got to do something for us now.
They ain't even making no money, anyways, man.
Yeah. That blacklist is getting awful long. You can just pretty much start a company with everybody that's on that thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We basically have.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, I see it like each mind has a company, and in each mind there's like different characters, maybe even different universes in each one of y'all's brains. So y'all are like a conglomerate, like that old song, The Conglomerate. So you guys are each company, but as a conglomerate, you get together and you negotiate. Hey, what we're gonna do about this mailing and this shipping? What we're gonna do about this printing? I mean, between us, we got 100,000 copies coming out. You got to work on a price, that kind of thing.
Felix Haas wants NASA to talk about Brutus on the stream. So
Yes.
NASA, do you have anything you want to talk to him about Brutus still?
Yeah, so if we get to 30 grand, I'm going to be working with Andrew here on a 5-pager, at least 5 pages, maybe a little bit more. But
Plus there will be extra story pages added to the book as well.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hold
so
on,
we're going to
hold
go
on,
up
wait,
by
wait.
probably 12 pages.
You guys took Andrew away from me?
Yep.
Oh, they're gonna be fighting
Them
over
were,
you now,
What
Mr.
is this,
Word.
man? You betrayed me, Andrew. You betrayed me.
Be careful
Money
with
talks.
poaching other people's talent. There, Nancy.
I will not let this day down.
Yeah, I'm just a mercenary, man.
Hey, you
Yeah.
can work 2 jobs.
So anybody in the chat who doesn't know what Brutus is, it's a very high tea book about a bounty hunter that's lost his memory, and during his latest hunt, his past catches up with him to hunt him down, and he's got a robot sidekick that's very psychotic, and he thinks he's a human.
So you, basically.
Everyone does that joke.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get old.
It doesn't.
It does.
Does
Master,
this little robot buddy have any sort of function or special skill, or is he just like a little companion guy that talks?
A little bit of both.
So is he annoying like Marvin, or what's the deal?
Sorry, what was that?
Is he annoying like Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or what's his deal?
He's just like a little sidekick. He flies the hopper when Brutus needs him to. He's there to help out. Like when an actual bounty hunter goes on a hunt, they got people to help them out to flank.
Yeah, just
the guy
like
trying to run.
Like Cowboy Bebop?
It's just like how Donald is pulling all the weight in our book, and I'm just like his little assistant, basically.
You said it, not me.
Okay, you know. Now you know why the joke holds true.
Yes.
I'm sure you do your part, NASA.
Sometimes.
Hey, Nasser, I didn't get a chance to tell you I enjoyed reading Stardust. It was really cool.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, man.
I
I'm a little
can't wait
disappointed
to
though
see
you didn't
it,
hook me up
man.
with the trading card, though.
Was your name on the package Devin Graham?
No, that's not my name. I've told you my name.
Yeah, I know what Devin Graham is. It's from in Halloween when he drives by and they're all like, "Hey, isn't that Devin Graham?" Like that's kind of funny. But if it said Devin Graham, I would have put you a trading card. But if it didn't say that, then oh wait, no, I wasn't putting trading cards for people I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. But it was cool to read, man. It was a fun time.
Low key, DM me on Twitter. I got a
Okay.
couple left.
Thanks, man.
I can't wait for Stardust, man.
I can't wait for John Malin to hit 6 figures, young lady.
So Stardust they're all in transit now, right?
Yeah, everything's been shipped.
Nice.
Wow, yeah, this is it, right? I just tried to put an ad on Facebook for Detective Dead, right? And I put my images that I got on Indiegogo, and they disproved they didn't approve it, and it says, yeah, I wasn't approved because it contains the following: we do not allow any shocking, disrespectful, or sensational contents, including ads that depict violence or threats of violence. It's stupid. It's a comic book. What the heck?
Wait,
It's because
Yeah, on Facebook.
But they got every freaking movie that's ever been done on there.
It's ridiculous.
So, NASA, when you shipped out Stardust, did you find that the majority of your customer base was in the United States, or was there a fair bit everywhere else too?
I only had like 165 international people. A lot of them, probably close to 20 people, were actually from your area down in Australia. But most people were from around here.
I thought so. I just thought I'd ask. So the shipping worked out all just fine. Then there was no complications. Like the post office didn't give you any trouble.
I mean, the biggest trouble was some people, man, they don't even put in the right address. Like, I have, okay, there are 3 packages that haven't shipped because I don't have an address. Like, one dude put his name for every single line and his phone number. All I had is his email, and he didn't respond to it, so I have no clue what to do.
I have to think that was like Google Auto.
That seems like an intentional troll so that they can say that they never got their stuff. So I would make sure you've got a record of it in some capacity, like a screenshot or something, just to show that you don't have their details just in case. So that just seems like a douche move. Do you mind saying how much they invested? Was it a big purchase or just a few bucks? Or
it was 2 people that got like the $15 tier and 1 guy from the $25 tier.
Might have been a meme thing for a while that they forgot about.
I got that $2 so I can put one away for safekeeping for when NASA gets famous, because I know he's annoying now, but he's going to be annoying and famous later. So I got that, and I like the cosmic horror because I don't know, I kind of like that whole Lovecraft kind of thing. I kind of like that Event Horizon. I like a little bit of the cosmic horror. I'd like to see it more in comics. That's a little bit of what got me into the Stardust, because it touches on it a little bit as far as I saw.
Sweet. So Peter Gilmore.
I didn't even back Stardust.
Well, I got an extra. You know, it might cost you a little extra, but you know.
I have some extra copies. I'll send you one, Donald. But Peter Gilmore says, "Ask everyone's favorite horror movie. If they say Scream, kick them." And so he wants to kick me because that's my favorite. So
of all the horror movies you've ever seen, you would say Scream is your all-time favorite?
Yeah.
Wow. Why is Scream your favorite horror movie? And this isn't me passing judgment. I'm genuinely curious. What is it about it that makes it personify horror to you, or makes it stand out to the others?
I second that question.
It pretty much got me into horror, and I think it's a very original concept.
But that's not horror, though.
No, that's okay. Let him answer. I'm genuinely curious. Like, so it got you into horror, and you think that it's sci-fi horror. Why is that? Like, do you mind extrapolating? I'm not trolling. I'm genuinely interested.
Well, it's just it's hard to explain. It's just the concept I've never really seen anywhere else, and the few times other movies try to copy it, it doesn't really work.
Have you seen Wes Craven's New Nightmare?
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, I kind of got the idea from there, though.
It's kind of a spoof movie that takes itself seriously.
Yeah, that's one of the first times that you actually see them actually talking about tropes, like horror film tropes. So I get it, but
they did that in Jason Lives also.
Yeah.
I like the movie. I just don't see it as horror.
Well, NASA's the first person I've met that would say that, like a horror movie fan, that would say that Scream was their favorite. So I find that really interesting. I usually hear like, American Werewolf in London or From Beyond or
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Like exactly, Elm Street, exactly. I've never really heard anyone put like Scream forward, but he's younger, I suppose. So it's interesting, because he said he got into it, right? So
you hit on a good point. It might be the age thing.
Yeah, his exposure to the whole genre as we know it is very different because I'm guessing, did you see any of the earlier horror stuff or were you sort of just starting off with Scream?
And how old were you when you saw it? Were you just like a little kid?
I was like, let's see, probably around when I was 16, maybe 15.
That's pretty old.
Okay, so it's definitely an age thing, but Scream's not a bad movie. I mean, it's one of Wes Craven's best.
No, I like it. It's just not scary.
Yeah,
it's a little funny. It's got a little bit. It'll stick you to the seat. You'll be like watching. It'll entertain you thoroughly.
You guys all saw that movie when you're in your 20s and 30s.
Yeah. I saw Scream in theaters.
Yeah.
I think it's more suspense than horror.
I went for Drew Barrymore. They killed her off quick.
It was more like a thriller.
Well, yeah.
I love that intro when they killed off Drew Barrymore. I mean, not because it's Drew Barrymore, but I mean, I thought that intro was real.
Yeah, it's easily one of the best intros in the horror movie.
Sure. Yeah, the intro was really strong. NASA, did you remember? Did you figure out who the killer was the first time you saw the film, or was it a surprise for you?
It was a surprise.
Really?
And so were you like really shocked, or were you just sort of like, oh, that's interesting, like?
A little bit of both, because I really didn't guess. I was new to horror at the time.
Yeah.
That's a good point too. That explains a lot.
Yeah,
for the parody scary movie where it had Carmen Electra running through the sprinklers.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Also, Blacklist Universe is in the chat, and he earlier in the day he got like over 30 people to unsub from me, and he's still going at it. Mike is harassing me. I feel really attacked right now, and I just came out here for a good time, Mike.
Oh, trust me, go with Wax the Nasser. It's more painful, and we can watch it. But...
I need a safe space, you guys. I can't take this toxic masculinity.
We go to the salon. It's a very safe space. They got a little bit of wax. It may be a little painful, but it's entertaining, and you'll be better for it. Trust me.
Mike, love trumps hate. Stop this. Stop this right now.
You should have just eaten the butter, man.
But wax trumps unsub.
Stop it, Mike. Mike, do you want to get on here? Should we kick somebody?
Oh, God.
I would have eaten the butter.
Yeah, you should have just eaten the butter, man.
Why would I eat butter just out of nowhere?
I don't know. Just eat the butter. It's apparently a fad going on in Norway or something.
What?
Mike says no. He doesn't want on.
Bulletproof coffee, man. Just put butter in your coffee. You can just eat the damn butter.
Wait.
Coffee's better with cheese.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
See, that's why I didn't have a problem with you guys talking about the cheese in the coffee, because I've actually tried bulletproof coffee where it's butter in the coffee. So,
well, in Puerto Rico, it's kind of like a tradition. We have this cheddar, really cold, hard cheddar, right? And if the coffee's too hot, you throw that in there, right? And you drink the coffee. It doesn't change the taste or anything, right? It's like the prize at the bottom of the Cracker Jacks. It's just a little bit of melted cheese at the bottom of the coffee. You pick it up with a spoon. You're like, oh, a little bit of cheese. Maybe you put it on the cracker because we like to have them export soda. We like crackers. We like all kinds of stuff. You know, we're not very discriminating. And Puerto Ricans, we love it. It's like a tradition in the morning. Oh my God, it's delicious. You gotta trust me on this. Critias, you used to drink the coffee. You know a little bit of what I'm talking about over here, right? I think he's muted. I don't know if he's a little busy, but he probably knows what I'm talking about. Elliot Fernandez.
Yeah, I know.
Really knows what I'm talking. There you go. Back me up.
Yeah,
here,
we used to you take a sip of coffee, some cheese, and then you be all right. And we also used to take Italian bread and even dip it on the coffee and eat that too.
Oh, bellissimo.
All right,
I'm not
Nasser,
Italian,
kick
but
both
good.
of these two for this disgusting coffee.
Come on, man. I'm with you on the pizza
then,
with the pineapple. That's
the
bad.
pineapple pizza is really good, man. Pineapple.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Kick him for that.
Okay.
I tried it once. I almost puked.
Some people
Just
in
the
the
smell
chat
of it, I can't do it.
Exactly.
Just oh my God, the smell of it. The taste. I don't know. It's the combination of smell and taste. It
You got a
didn't
lot
hit
of
me well.
Hawaiians that are very upset with you right now.
You know, I love Hawaiians.
That's okay.
You know,
They don't get to talk because they eat spam.
Oh, hey, what's wrong with spam?
Spam is good.
Especially in Monty Python.
No.
You take spam, right, and you get some sliced bread, some mayonnaise, some lettuce, tomatoes. Oh, you be straight.
And then
Just some
throw it
white
in
rice,
the river.
eggs, and spam, and you're good.
Oh,
Spam
You gotta
with
fry
is
it.
actually really good.
You fry the spam. Slice it and
Yeah.
fry it.
Yeah.
Used to do it for breakfast. Sliced spam with eggs, fried eggs.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably fry the eggs with the grease from frying the spam. You don't even have to throw any oil in there. You just let the spam fry.
Yeah,
first,
no, you're right.
and then you throw the
Seriously.
egg. I'm not
Seriously.
kidding. I save some money. I'm talking, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I mean, try spam musuni is what it's called. It's basically like spam sushi. It's actually really freaking good because they marinate the crap out of it.
Really?
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna research it.
That's
I
like
promise-
that's like their cheeseburger in Hawaii.
I want to research it and maybe try it. I gotta research it first.
So Malin man,
I'm a fat man, I
what's
can't be
your
wrong.
favorite horror movie? Like, what's your favorite horror movie? Like, where do you come into the genre? Because you're doing Graveyard Shift, which is great. So I'm guessing you've got to have a love of horror too. So where was it for you?
Well, my first scary movie that I can remember, to the best of my knowledge, is The Howling.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I watched it while my babysitter was watching it, and I was watching it from under the blanket.
Yeah, that's a top 5.
You was under the,
Jack
wait.
Nasser does that.
You was under the blanket with your babysitter?
Well, she was not.
That's what I heard.
With me.
That's what I heard, right?
Katie?
Malin's got game.
Hey guys, since Mike isn't on here to defend himself, I'm just gonna say that Brutus would beat Lone Star.
Yeah, I
who
agree.
wouldn't be?
Oh, for sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's like Lobo versus.
Graveyard Shift would Red Rooster beat Lone Star?
Yeah.
I don't even know what his powers are.
Lone Star would come in last place.
Red Rooster is probably the weakest of the bunch, so if he can beat Lone Star, then that's really bad.
It's more like Lobo versus Captain America.
Lobo
Bruce
versus Mr. Rogers.
Brutus would beat everybody because he's immortal.
I don't want to rule out Lone Star yet, though, right, guys? Because Mike has been really secretive with what he can do. So we know that he's capable of what Captain America can do, and we know that he's got his danger sense. But I'm guessing that he's going to have a trump card that we don't know about yet. That's just the feeling I get. I think
He will literally have a trump card.
Well, plus he's got a I don't care how fast you can heal, man. If somebody injects you with friggin' concrete, you're gonna die.
Ouch. That's
Not
crazy.
Brutus.
Ouch.
Brutus already has blood concrete.
Well, you
It
can't.
would depend on how smart he is.
And Lone Star would die.
You can't kill Detective Dead. He's already dead.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's a great little tagline for one of your covers. You can't kill what's already dead. I like that. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie.
Yeah. Sounds good. I might use that, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I might use it on Donald today's. Donald gave me my cover today. Mm-hmm. I won't sure to get the colors on.
They had like a tagline like that in Game of Thrones. The people from the island, like death can't die or something like that. I can't. I'm flaking on it right now. Malin maybe know, right? You watched the show?
It was kind of a version of the whole the rhyme about Cthulhu of that even death may die, that whole thing.
Yeah.
The city of Raleigh.
You want to talk to
Relay, yeah.
Main man Mike Miller in the chat. He'll tell you all that.
Mike says unbeatable characters are boring. Well, your character is gonna die in the first like 2 minutes if he fights Brutus. So you're not even gonna have a story, Mike. You have no story for Lone Star. He's just gonna die. Anything, bruh.
You keep talking. You're gonna have to eat that butter.
Bro, what's gonna stop like a random person from just shooting him in the head and then he dies?
So so here we go. So can Bigfoot Bill defeat Lone Star?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Bigfoot Bill's got a freaking Titan that he wears the suit.
He has a Kraken on his chest, and the Kraken is like the embodiment of elemental storm and destruction of the ocean. I'm gonna bank on the guy with the Kraken.
Yeah.
And the Kraken's mouth is like the TARDIS. It's a different whole dimension in there where I think he crunches matter into energy like a nuclear fission engine. I mean, it's some tough stuff. And I think a Detective Dead, he can like use photonic energy and turn it into matter, like make weapons and that kind of thing. Yeah. I was going into like the quantum physics of it because I was like doing the fan art thing, but my art is not good, so I figured I'd just throw some ideas at him. Maybe
your art
something.
Is good. What are you talking about? I like the way you build your art because you start like from a skeleton and you build up to the muscles and then you build up to the whole the whole character.
Yeah, but my art isn't dynamic, and I can only do like side view and front view. I can't do like 1/3 or 3/4.
That's practice, man, and you're drawing every single day. So in a year, you'll probably be able to do all of that stuff.
Right.
I like to keep it as a therapy. If it becomes a job, then it's stress.
Yeah, but, I'm not saying doing it as a job. I'm just saying if you do something enough every single day, you'll get better at it. Just because you love doing it, Yeah.
Speaking of which, is anybody doing Inktober?
No,
Nope.
I'm not fast enough. I mean, you got to do like one a day, right?
Well, I did a couple.
I'm on like day 3.
Okay, so if it's loose rules, I guess I could throw one in there. I only draw digital though.
So there's John because John is limited to his skills.
Oh,
snap! Throwing down.
I'm only great at drawing, writing, lettering, coloring, and soon to be self-publishing. But yes, other than that, very limited.
He just sucks at costume contests. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, I did lose the costume contest. This is.
Well, you still got that ribbon though. You hang on to it. Make it something. You show everybody, hey, I should have won. You kept it around. Oh, okay, I should have won. Look at this. I'm scarier.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying in my head. I wouldn't say it out loud because I'm not going to break character.
I know, but I kind of got that feeling. I think if you had the machete or if you had the axe, you would. Yeah,
machete
hands down. Machete would have done it.
Yeah.
But hey, now next year, you get that machete.
Yeah. Well, I figured my brother-in-law was going to have one down there. He didn't, so he couldn't find it.
You got to prepare. You got to do it yourself, man.
Yeah,
kids are going to be running around scared next time.
Yeah. Oh, I was scaring the crap out of people. And then they'd ask me if my knife was real, and I'd take a step back and I'd drag it on the concrete. Oh, yeah. Chills, baby. Chills.
Hey, Mike. Mike says in the chat, please send Andrew a link on Tuesday for Drawing a Quarter version of Freddy Krueger.
Oh, is Andrew going to show up on time this time?
Oh,
man. It's hard for me because my mom comes on Tuesdays to help me watch my kid.
Right. Yeah.
But I'll make it.
Exclusive seating that we reserve for people that show up on time.
I'll be there.
Well, I shouldn't say we. It's Mike's channel. So.
They don't send you the link, Andrew, because they know they're going to lose once they actually do.
Didn't lose last time.
He wasn't on it.
Well, it's a unique.
Last time he was on it, he lost.
Bro, nobody should go on there because John Malin wins every time, you guys. Malin Militia.
Every single time. Can't be
Who's
stopped.
the next character?
Vote twice, vote often. Apparently, Freddy Krueger.
Oh man, okay.
Oh snap!
You can do so
like
much
Freddy.
cool stuff with Freddy Krueger because of the surreal dream aspects of him. But most of the art I see is just him standing there with a freaking claw, and I'm like,
I don't know why people don't do like the snake and everything. You know, when he came up out of the ground stuff.
Yeah. Or when he remember that TV part where he grabbed that girl and put her head into the TV.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That was like that first movie that really I was scared, but I love it. I mean, you know.
Yeah, when I was watching the first Nightmare on Elm Street, every time a new one came out, I was like, "Oh my god, how am I going to survive this one?" Because it was almost like an accomplishment for me to like finish a Nightmare on Elm Street one.
Wow. Yeah, the last one got a little weird. No, but I mean, Dream Warriors is pretty good. And
Dream Warriors was great, man. Yeah, I mean, if you watched it today, it's probably not what it was back then. You know, I mean, I was probably a teenager by the time.
The one where Freddy cuts up the guy like a comic book?
Yeah,
no, they all have superpowers. Dream Warriors all had superpowers.
Right, that's the one. That's the one was starring Yellow Flash.
Yeah, after Dream Warriors, it was Dream Master and then Dream Child. Dream Child's the one where he did the guy was a comic book guy and he chopped them all up.
Which one was the one where he had the power glove? That was a little dated.
That was Freddy's Dead, the Final Nightmare.
The Wizard.
That was a little weird.
Yeah, Wizard. It's the power glove. It's cool. I remember that. I was like, I need it. I need it.
But it got kind of too cartoony after a while, you know? Like, every time they released the movie, it was just...
But they had like an NES adapter on a rated R movie. That doesn't even make sense. I mean, you're going to sell Polly Pocket on friggin' Schindler's List? You can't. That doesn't work. Well, sure. That's a little bit realistic, right?
Give it time.
It was the 80s, man. It was the 80s.
They rebooted Polly Pocket. I never thought I'd see the day. I realized, I was like, what? Like, is this a thing now? Like, but it's back. I guess they want to sort of ride a bit off the Rainbow Brute fame that's coming in. You know?
I think Polly Pocket is actually Rainbow Brute's kids. It's Rainbow Brute's baby's mama.
Yeah.
Speaking of Rainbow Brute, do you guys think it's a coincidence that they put out a Rainbow Bright comic right after Ethan starts talking about that?
I know that it's not because he went in to negotiate with them to get the rights. Like, he started talking about Rainbow Brute. Then the guys that are his friends went and bought the rights to it, right, before Ethan emailed them. And then he went to them and they were like, "Oh, well, we're going to do this." And so he's sort of.
I think they both pitched, but the other guy won.
We don't know that. We don't know the details, but I know that Ethan said in the stream ages ago that he went to talk to them about it, and then they come out and they reveal that they've got it, you know. And so I'm thinking they sort of saw where this was going and thought, "Oh, that's a great idea," and sort of wanted to get a bit ahead of the game. And power to them.
Yeah, I think.
I think they both pitched. Ethan pitched this version. And the other guy pitched like a girly version, and the other guy won the pitch. But I think they're like friends or something. Like everything is like cool between them and stuff.
Yeah.
Like no hard feelings or nothing.
He doesn't need the rights for it anyway because of the way it's parodied and because of how divergent Rainbow Brute is from the original franchise, you know. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I think. I think Rainbow Brute is going to be really exciting. Like Cyberfrog is going to be a more serious, traditional, awesome comic book that we're all going to love, right? But Rainbow Brute, he's going to be able to be a bit more free, so it'll be interesting.
Now,
that's the book I am most excited for.
Is that change that he made to the name? Is that official?
I hope so.
I think so.
But I believe so, but I don't know.
That's how he's referring to it now.
In an official capacity yet, so.
Yeah, because you could write Rain like REIGN.
Yeah, that's
bow like it's a bow and arrow, and then it's like Rainbow. Maybe I don't know if Rainbow Brute has a bow.
I think that's what he's trying.
Yeah, that's how he's spelling it now.
So it's not even the same thing. It's just a little bit. It has some similarities, but they're so about differentiating. So once you change the gender, well, how dare you call it the same thing?
If they can do stuff like Mad TV, and if South Park can do the parodies they do, he will be fine.
Yeah.
It's a series access aspect. I think if you serialize it, it changes the things. But I think like maybe John knows a little bit about this because he's doing a serial. Are you serializing Graveyard Shift? It's going to be more than one.
Yeah, as long as people keep backing it, then yeah, we'll keep putting them out and making the projects bigger and bigger. So yeah, this is book 1 of 2 right now. It's the origin, and our second book is basically a big battle. And yeah, after these first 2 campaigns, provided there's still interest, then yeah, we're going to expand. And you know, I've already talked, you know, about possibly making the follow-up, the third book, a bigger crossover with other titles.
Are they closer to the books or to the movies? They're closer to the books, right? I'm guessing. So you don't have no rights issues because the books are so old. There's no rights issues with them, right? Like Mary Shelley,
in terms
Bram
of
Stoker.
Oh yeah, I mean they're only templates. I mean, like our stand-in for Dracula is, you know,
very far removed from Bela Lugosi.
Far removed from all that stuff. Yeah, okay. And our Frankenstein's monster is named Mick Mayhew. He's, you know, essentially a guy that's been, you know, his body's been destroyed and he's not pieced together by several body parts.
He's as much Frankenstein as like RoboCop is. It's just the
sounds cool.
The idea.
Yeah, they just put him back together and
the reanimation.
Revive him. But he looks like Hamburger.
John, have you ever imagined like the Graveyard Shift standing next to the X-Men? Because I think that the Graveyard Shift look cooler than the X-Men and make them look like nerds. Like, think about it for a minute. Visualize.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure the Graveyard Shift is going to be able to take on the X-Men too. So,
like visually, they would look more interesting. Like the X-Men have a bit more color to them, but like I think the Graveyard Shift have a better group dynamic, a better theme, and compared.
Well, it depends. If John is drawing them, he's gonna try to do his best X-Men and his best Graveyard Shift, and still might lean a little bit more towards Graveyard Shift. But I think you're doing both pretty good. You've done a couple of X-Men in your time, right?
Well, I've done Cable, and you know, I drew like Wolverine in the background of the Cable run. I might have touched on a couple others. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, like Longshot, he's an X-Men. Cable's kind of an X-Men. So
that's cool. Are there any other horror comics that you would like to do, or like other horror interests that you have? I like cosmic horror. I'm kind of with Elliot Fernandez on that. I kind of like to see a little bit of the Cthulhu influence in Comicsgate. You know, the Islands of Ryleth, that which is Dead May, you know, Eternal Lie. Was that the line? Something like that. Yeah. I like that stuff.
Did anyone back Get Real that is here? Because Get Real looked really good, and it sort of.
I backed it.
Yeah. You got it.
And the guy behind it was really nice. Like I spoke to him a little bit.
That's cool. I'm not
John,
looking
I have
at
a
the
question.
chat. Maybe I should look at the chat.
The name Graveyard Shift, that's a Stephen King novel. Did you have any trouble like getting that licensed or anything?
We're not licensed. It's a common phrase. Everyone works in Graveyard Shift.
Okay.
Exactly.
I didn't
It's
know
like Stardust.
I didn't know if it was because it was already a property or something, if there was an issue.
Anything that is usually 1 or 2 words. You can't.
Not only that, it's a very different story because Graveyard Shift is about the graveyard shift at a factory, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And so people going in to clean a basement or something.
Yeah, you know how litigious people can get, though, you know.
Oh, I know. I'm just telling you and other people in the chat that know, because I looked into this myself because I wanted to make sure. I kept running into a problem. I'm like, damn, all the titles are taken, and you know, you want to have an original title. So I looked into, you know, trademark law and everything within the United States, and if it's 1 or 2 words, they typically can't. They don't have grounds to stand on unless it's a long-established franchise that's been ongoing for like 50 years and 80 years, maybe. But generally, you just can't.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, whatever. If someone came after me legal-wise, you know, I'd talk to a lawyer, I'd see where I'd stand, and then I'd act accordingly. So I'm not really worried about it.
Cool.
Yeah, but that's a tough one. I mean, Graveyard Shift, the movie and the book are very far removed from this subject, and it's a very common phrase.
Yeah.
That wasn't a bad movie, by the way. Graveyard Shift was one of my favorite monster movies. But
That's one of my guilty pleasure movies.
If you've read the book, it's completely different. In the book, there are these rats, because we're on the horror topic, right?
Yep.
There are these rats that have like little wings on them and stuff in the book, and like they're albino and naked and stuff. It's really interesting how much they changed.
Stephen King is hit and miss. Some people
Speaking
can
of which,
translate
what's
it
your,
well. Some people suck at it.
Stephen King
What's
sure
your,
is hit or miss.
What's your sleeper horror film, like the movie that most people don't know about you think is awesome?
Definitely Lights Out from a couple years ago.
One
It
Night
was okay.
in China.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh man,
You
that's
know
old.
what? My favorite's an Australian movie. It's
Okay.
called The Killing Ground.
I've seen that.
Have you seen The Killing Ground?
I think it's been a while.
Is it scary? I mean, that'll grab you by the bones and make you believe in like there is monsters. There are monsters. They're not ghosts. They're not they're not supernatural, but there are monsters out there.
I kind of like See No Evil, the first one
with Kane, the wrestler. Yeah,
that was pretty decent.
I'd have to say mine would be Exorcist 3.
I love Exorcist 3.
That movie, it's such a good movie until the last 20 minutes.
If you there's also the director's cut that came out a couple years ago. It has it mirrors the ending of the book, but I like that Exorcist scene. I think it's pretty cool. But
yeah, that's got the creepiest. That has the creepiest scene in a horror movie I've ever seen in my life.
With Brad Dourif. Oh, the jump scare with
the scissors.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, that thing was like, whoa.
You know what franchise is doing good is The Conjuring.
You know, the Conjuring movies for me are hit or miss. I actually did like The Nun.
It was good. I didn't see that one.
It was okay. It was okay. It had a decent story. It wasn't really all that scary to me, but it was still pretty good. I'm a little biased against those movies though, because I've done research on the actual people that it's based off of. The Warners, and they are some of the biggest con artists you ever saw in your life.
The first Conjuring movie, it terrified me. I literally cried.
Well, how old were you?
Like a few months ago.
Oh my God.
Mild 8161 said I like Jeepers Creepers too. I have a fundamental issue with Jeepers Creepers because of who the director is.
I can't watch
it. You saw it when you didn't know. How did it hit you when you didn't even know nothing?
I actually found out before I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I understand that.
The original
I thought
still a good
Creepers
movie, though.
was one of the better monster movies to come out in an era where monster movies had dried out. I thought the Creepers.
The original is really
know
good.
about his past, and then when they came out with the fact that the guy was a pedophile, for those who don't know, I was like, oh wow, that sucks. And this isn't like a Pizzagate pedophile; like the guy was convicted pedophile.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. There's like 1,000 people working on that movie, and it's like condemning 1,000 people for one asshole. It's the same thing with James Gunn.
I understand that, but the thing is he wrote those movies, and if you look at those movies, they're all about an underage. They're all about underage boys being victimized.
Yep.
Okay, I can see that.
I think that's a bit of a stretch. I mean, following that same logic, we could turn around and say all the people that wrote any Jason movie is a secret closeted rapist.
Exactly.
Especially Freddy Krueger, because he was like a person that.
Well,
did
Freddy
exactly
was a pedophile.
Yeah, he was a pedophile, right?
Yeah, that was alluded to in Freddy's Dead.
Yeah,
but that Jeepers Creepers monster only went after boys.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It was always underage boys who were his victims.
I didn't think about it like that. Honest, that's interesting. I never considered it like that.
Well, I can ruin that movie for you guys right now.
Yeah,
do it.
Oh, it's already
I just did it the other night. So, the license plate.
Yeah, be eating you. Yeah.
When does he renew? When does he go and get that license plate?
That's not, dude. It's a horror movie. It's not going to make sense, bro.
Yeah. So that movie had me right until it became supernatural. Then I was like, well, that license plate is dumb. So, that's what I think about Jeepers Creepers.
I don't. He goes down and files for the DMV in his trench coat, just like everyone else. Didn't you watch the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon? You just put on a trench coat, and then you can just walk around anywhere. It doesn't matter what you look like. That's the rule.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't give people crap for like if they do enjoy that movie. It's just for me personally, it was just something that I like. It hit me, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can't deal with that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
I'm big on like
instant.
funding that. Like I'm, this is just me. This is just me personally. Anything that's related to Disney, or anything that's related to Time Warner, I don't give money to.
Hey, the best thing you can do is vote with your wallet, man.
I don't give
What about
money to it. I may catch it. Hey, maybe someone, neighbor had a bootleg on a big screen or a projector, and I saw it from across the way. That's as close as I'm gonna say how I see this stuff. But I don't. No way. They get my
So
money.
you don't buy any Marvel or DC comics?
Nope. Only Comics Gate.
Yeah. So,
So
guys, what about
Good.
the House of the
yeah,
Devil? Y'all like that movie?
That was
I don't
actually pretty
remember
good.
that one. Is that?
I love
I
that
remember.
movie.
That's kind of a
That
throwback
Rob
movie. I
Zombie?
actually like that.
Yeah.
Is it old?
It's from
No, it's
2009.
just kind of like an old throwback to those 70s like Satanist movies.
If
I
you
remember the
watch it,
House of a Thousand Corpses.
if you watch that movie, it looks like it was made in the late 70s, early 80s. They nailed it.
Yeah. Atmospherically, it was really done. It was really well done.
Yeah.
I kind of like Prophecy with Christopher Walken. The guy who does a really good Christopher Walken
Those
impression.
are
Valley of
those
the
are a
Darkness.
guilty those are a guilty pleasure movie for me just because Viggo Mortensen plays the devil.
Oh yeah.
That's
What
badass.
movie is that?
That's the first Prophecy movie. It's
Oh, yeah,
the
the
one with
movie's good.
Mr. Christopher Walken.
Christopher
understand.
Walken.
Yeah.
What did you
No,
guys
you're
think
doing
of?
it all wrong.
What did you guys
We
think
should
of
get-
Demon Knight?
I love Demon Knight.
Demon Knight's
Tough.
another guilty pleasure movie. I like those old
That's the
Tales from
Tales
the
of the
Crypt movies.
It's the only Tales from the Crypt movie that's really worth your time, though. But it's good.
Yeah, I loved it.
I heard that Christopher Walken takes all the punctuation out of his script, which is something I can relate to because I don't really punctuate when I write.
It's
Anybody
Christopher
see me
Walken.
in
He
the
can do
chat
whatever he
knows.
wants.
I also like them in Catch Me If You Can. I know it's a little bit off topic, but his role wasn't big. But I think it was like pivotal. Like it was really like he just turned that milk into butter. Remember that? I love that movie. I think he was good in it. You guys remember
was a
Catch
good
Me If
movie.
You Can? It was
Yeah.
Yeah, the dad.
So
He was the dad.
this is not a scary movie. This is a thriller movie. But if you guys get around to watching it, you need to watch the original. I don't know if it's Dutch or French or what, but it's called The Vanishing from 1988. It's not the
good.
American one. Not the American one. It's the old.
So
it's the
how
original.
do you differentiate though between thriller and horror? Is it the supernatural
Well, there's
aspect?
no real gore in this movie at all.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's not even really meant to be scary. It's more just psychological kind of type intensity.
Psychologically horrifying.
Yeah, thrillers are generally atmospheric and
Okay, then the Killing Grounds is more thriller than it is horror. It's not very gory, but it'll hit you at a horrible. You'll feel horrified by it, especially if you have a family.
Any of you guys seen Mandy?
No,
Yes.
it's good though.
No.
It's really good.
I heard about that one. It got
I
good
like Nicolas Cage.
reviews.
It's crazy.
Is it in theaters or is it like already on sale?
I think you can catch it on, I don't know what it is, YouTube, iTunes, or whatever they have that stuff on.
One of those in-demand things.
Yeah,
I gotta check it out.
it's like a horror movie on acid.
It's
yeah.
got like natural born killers aspect.
It's got
to it,
Nick
right?
Cage in it.
Do you mind summing it up real quick? Just real quick, because it sounds familiar to me, but I'm not getting there. Because it's new, right? It's just coming
It's brand new.
relatively recently.
Yeah, it's just about like this cult. It's like set in the 80s, and these like crazy cult people kidnap Nicolas Cage's girlfriend. Her name's Mandy,
Yeah.
and then
Season, sort of
like a
falls in
revenge
line
story,
with-
kind of.
Yeah. Yep.
It's kind of like what is it? It's like a biker gang movie meets like the Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
On acid.
Yeah,
On
it's Nick Cage, so yeah.
It's like the Manson story a bit. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
actually, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good way to describe it.
It's like the
Has that
Mansons
Manson
meet
movie come out?
Jonestown.
Yeah, Jonestown. That's.
If you're an artist, I recommend watching it. The visuals are insane.
I say it has a little bit. I just saw the commercials and I saw the reviews because a couple of people, I think Red Letter Media and a couple of people like really liked it. That I kind of like, some people are on the fence, but I still gave like Red Letter Media a little bit of props. and they went into a couple of aspects of it that reminded me of Natural Born Killers, because I really like Natural Born Killers. Like artistically, it took me mentally into the story, like through the madness of what they're doing, how they see life, and all this crazy stuff. A lot of people think that movie's a little out there, but I kind of like it. So I kind of saw some of those aspects in Mandy, but I haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah. Natural Born Killers has got a great ending to it too.
Just on the topic of obscure horror movies. I'm sure that no one's seen this one, but there's a film called A Whisper in the Darkness, which is based off a Lovecraft film. It was made 2015-ish. It's all black and white, done in the traditional sort of cinema style. So if you're a fan of that old sort of Lovecraftian style of storytelling, that's something that you should see. Goes for about an hour and a half.
Holy!
It was a fan film that was funded like independently, and it's quite enjoyable. It's all practical and everything.
Yeah, that's another one of those. It's set largely at the Miskatonic University, if I remember right.
Oh, good man.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm a big Lovecraft fan. So.
So Donald left, and it looks like we got a new person in here named Scott. So hello, Scott.
What's up, Scott?
Hello.
What's going on, Scott?
What's your favorite?
Can y'all hear me? Okay.
What's your favorite scary movie, Scott?
Can you guys hear me all right?
Yes, we can. Oh, he's a wee baby.
Sure, why not? Favorite horror movie. Alien with an S, probably.
Aliens or Alien, the first one?
The second one.
The second one. Okay.
That's like action horror.
It's more of an action thriller, but it's got some scary moments in it.
Yeah.
I always saw the Xenomorphs as a little bit Lovecraftian.
Yeah.
Well, that's
the thing that really got me around horror was the ending of Silent Hill.
Silent Hill is good.
The video game or the movie?
The movie is good.
The movie.
I never played the game.
It's surprisingly good.
The games are freaking way better, but the first movie was okay.
No, but if we're gonna go by game movies,
the ending scene where the spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen the movie. Just saying. There's just a lot of barbed wire and there's a lot of blood.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Actually, for anybody who's like anime fans, if you've ever heard of a movie called Yaratsuki Doji: Legend of the Overfiend, that scene in the end of Silent Hill was actually taken kind of from that movie.
Inspired by or like
inspired by the whole barbed wire doing what it does.
What's up, Kitty? You hungry? What's up, Kitty? I'm sorry. Yeah. I like Silent Hill because if we're gonna go by top like translations of game to movie, it's one of the top ones. It's a well done like movie all by itself. If you've never seen the game or heard of the game, you can watch that movie and say this is a pretty cool horror movie.
By Sway.
I mean, it's a lot better than the Mario movie.
Oh, it's as far as video game movies are concerned.
That's no big bar, man. That's not
everything is better than that movie.
That's the lowest. That's as low as you can go. I think that's the lowest point in Leguizamo's career.
Oh,
and
my God.
He was like the Violator in Spawn.
He was awesome in Spawn.
Yeah,
he was the best part.
His role as a Violator was good.
Yeah. I kind of like it. It's a guilty pleasure, though.
Terrible.
It's a guilty pleasure. Like I said, I'm not gonna say like it's an Oscar winning, but
I remember seeing that movie in theaters. It's a guilty pleasure for sure.
John Leguizamo was pretty awesome in that Romeo and Juliet movie, though.
Yes.
Oh, it's Tybalt.
And I like that movie. I like that. I never considered myself too much of a romantic. Maybe I like a Byronic romance, but that's not really romance. But I like that movie.
Yeah, I didn't like it so much when it came out. I think it was just because I hated Leonardo DiCaprio. But then I saw it, I don't know, like 5 years later on TV, and I was like, yeah, actually, this is a pretty good movie.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
It really did feel like he was everywhere for a while, didn't it? Like it just felt like he was everywhere and everything. Leonardo.
No, for me, the acting made me understand what they were saying, because if I just read Shakespeare, I don't know what the hell they're saying. But the acting, it made me understand every word of it, and it made me appreciate Shakespeare more. I mean, like, you know what? Maybe this guy, he was onto something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was actually done really well. Like I remember, like it had a real strong color palette to it. So
yeah,
it was like in Brazil.
Star Tiger said that the Spawn movie was terrible, but the anime series was great. The animated series of Spawn was really good.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah,
with
I haven't seen it.
God, was it Keith David's voice?
Gargoyles.
Yes, Goliath.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Have you seen the commercial? I don't know if it's a fan commercial or whatever for like a new Spawn movie. It's old. It's not like brand new commercial, but there was like a commercial running around for a Spawn movie. It was pretty good.
Talking about the one where it was like the woman in the grocery store,
and he's like coming out of the darkness. That
was a fan film.
That was a fan film. That looked good.
It was a good fan film.
That was good.
Right? I want to see that. I'd like to see.
Dude,
like,
I watched that on
Facebook.
Facebook. That was extremely good.
Yeah, there it is. Animated Spawn, man. That was so good.
Yeah, man. This is probably the best animated superhero feature that has ever been made. And that's a bold claim.
Contest that.
That's fair
Scott,
enough.
what is on your head?
You're allowed to, but
excuse me.
The quality, it's animated like an anime, but it's in a Western style.
Okay.
It's a really honest adaptation of the series. It's really awesome. It's speaking of Comicsgate, with Comicsgate, each episode of this starts with a brief from McFarlane himself talking about the series and what's going to happen, a bit like the Crypt Keeper scene, like in early horror. But anyone who doesn't have this, it comes in a steel case. It's cheap. You can get it on eBay relatively easily. It doesn't finish. I wish it did. You get 2 seasons of it, but very good series. Good amounts of horror. Good amounts of gore.
I thought Spawn was a 3-part series.
Let me have a look. Huh? Well, sorry. There's 3 seasons. I apologize.
It's 3 seasons, yeah.
But so there's 3 seasons.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, well, they don't finish it. But it's good enough that everyone who is a comic fan should give it a go, because I feel it really raised the bar in a way that hasn't been met since.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey, Donald's back.
And
who's this guy? Who's this new guy that sounds like Tom Holland?
Donald came back just to make this joke.
I did.
All right, later, Donald.
Yeah, it's funny. Donald came back right when I want to end it.
But I'll go ahead and hop out here if Mike wants to jump in here real quick. Thanks for letting me on here and talk to you guys. Appreciate it.
See you, comic book Bob.
Nice talking to you.
Bye.
Yep.
See you, man. Actually, I want to talk to I want to talk to this new guy here and Heather. What do y'all do? Are you part of Comicsgate?
Yeah, I'm just a fan though.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, Heather's my homie from back in the days in chat.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say just a fan, Heather. I mean, we're all in this together, and you're a part of the community. So is everyone in the chat,
That's right. We're all called the same slurs.
Me and Heather working on a comic. Me and Heather working on a comic called Money Grab.
Who's this? Who's D. Scott?
What's up, bitches? D. Scott, you got in here right when I want to end it.
Yeah, I know, man. So look, I'll hang out for a second. The stream is pretty good, man. I like it. It was really fun.
I can tell right now D. Scott is going to be the one to bring life to this channel.
I'm drawing, so I'm just listening.
No, I mean, the whole point of this is Brutus the Badass, right? This is the last night, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So, what is it at, Nasser? What's it at?
Let me refresh it. Let's see if we've gone up.
Oh, you guys went down $2,000. You're at $20.
We're at $22,774.
Man,
let's see if we can get to 23 tonight.
There's got to be some loser in there that wants to get into this. Let's go. Jeez, man. Let's go.
Come on. There's got to be somebody that wants to buy one of Donald's original pages.
You're a winner if you back Brutus.
Yo, I'm sorry. I messed up. It is.
I'll tell you what.
Right.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, Donald, if you drop Nasser, yes, you will hit 50,000 by tonight.
Kick Nasser out of the project. A whole new level of kick Nasser.
So how close are you to being done with the book? Are you at a few pages, or is it? So what? How far are you on it?
I'm like 80% done with page 17 right now. And it's a 48-page book. But I'm also switching between some commissions, and just did a cover for Critias today, but I'm going to be cutting off commissions and other work just to focus on getting Brutus out there and finished. Now that we've got the stretch goal to take some of that weight off.
Yeah, but I'll still be taking commissions. I'll show you guys some of my art.
Also,
you have some art.
To wait for Night Stalker.
Yes, I have this right here. This Captain America that says "Punch Nazis." What do you guys think of this?
Amazing.
Great.
Wow, whoa!
Whoa! Who's
too many
whispering
details.
like some creeper?
I like that, Nas. I like that, Nasser. Is that original?
Yes.
Did you draw
I
it?
hear somebody whisper, "I'm gonna fucking kill you all."
Wait, what? All I heard is "I'm gonna kill you all."
I could swear I heard somebody just whisper some shit like, "I'm gonna kill you all." Could be a creep.
Punch Nazi, man.
Are you serious? You heard that?
Yeah, Nasser needs to get on Drawn and Quartered.
When he throws that mighty shield, all the bad guys will yield. That's
Right. Mike stopped sending me the Drawn and Quartered link because he knew I would always come in second to Malin, and he didn't want to come in third on his own channel.
Malin Militia.
Leave Win says, "How much for the Punch Nazis art? You seriously want to buy it?"
Fucking hockey team.
I mean, I'd sell it to you for $5.
You gotta buy it,
Christ, man.
If people can take a photo of like a soup can and sell it for millions of dollars, you can probably sell that.
Star Tiger found out my secret. He says you traced it over John Malin's art.
I mean, is that A tattooed on his forehead, or is he wearing some sort of? I mean, it looks weird.
Okay, let's put it back.
X Captain America.
I think that you should be able to tell by looking at it. If you don't know, there's something.
Nasser, you fuckface.
Yeah, that definitely is tattooed on his forehead.
No, it's not. You can't see the mask.
That's
no
Frank.
mask line.
That's Frank Miller style right there.
How can you not see the mask? It's clearly a mask.
Oh, it's one of those transparent masks. I get it. Yeah, yep.
No, I don't know what you're looking at, dude.
It looks like he has a Dragon Ball.
Wait, are
I
you
see it,
talking about the
Nasser.
dimples?
I totally see it.
Here, I gotta show you my drawing of the guy from Brand.
Nasser.
From Antonio Bryce's Brand.
Nasser.
What?
Kick this Tom Holland dude. He's whispering shit about you.
Do I gotta kick Scott?
No.
Yeah.
Scott?
Scott's all right.
He's whispering shit
Dude,
about you. I can
swear.
hear him. I'm listening
Dude,
to
don't.
him.
I swear. Don't, please.
Okay, it's not
There is-
Scott. It's not Scott.
Please.
I'm pretty
It
sure
is.
it's Heather.
Do not kick me.
That's sexist.
I've got to promote Sprite in any way I can.
One of these dudes is
There you
whispering, "Nasser, you fuckface."
Wait, Scott, what did you say? You got to do what?
I got to promote my book, Sprite.
Oh, is that on Indiegogo?
No, it's still in production. I've written the first 34 pages of a script, but it still has yet to have any
Yeah, I hear
art
it now.
or any bullshit
I heard that.
done
What
with
the
it.
hell?
I've got concepts out on Twitter, but other than that, it's just in the production phase.
Yeah, hold on. I'm listening to the whispers. These are. I've been watching Poltergeist this whole week, and I think we have some serious stuff to talk about, guys. Let's everybody be quiet. Yep, there he is.
This is how horror movies start, dude.
All right. But for real, I want to get around to ending this.
And also, I'd like to also plug my other project, Miss Hellwalker.
Tom Holland wants to plug his other project, Sprite, 7-Up, and Pepsi, the diet.
Okay. Anyways, you guys, if you haven't checked out Brutus, please do. Come on, seriously, who's whispering?
That was Critias.
That's me.
Okay, Critias. I'm sorry, you're getting kicked, Critias. Okay, goodbye.
Get me in trouble.
Oh snap!
Anyways, so I guess one spot just opened up. Anyways, so if you guys want to get Brutus, the link's in the description, and I'm putting it here in the chat. We also got the last let's refresh. I think 2 hours or so, or 3 hours. We got 3 hours left on Stardust. So if you guys want Stardust, here's the link as well. Liam here has his book Sway, so I'm going to be putting the link to Sway right here in the chat.
Please go check that out. We're up for 60 days, but we need you guys to have your support. It's going to be a great book. It really is. It's not going to be anything like in comic or in mainstream comics. I promise you'll enjoy it. I'm sure you will.
And my book is going to be like old Ultimate Spider-Man comics.
Did you say
except
old
without
Ultimate
the
Spider-Man comics?
Except without the because Bendis or because Bruckner.
Gosh, I'm old. Ultimate Spider-Man thing's still new to me.
All right, guys. Well, anyways, I'm going to go off the air now. It's always awkward ending these things. I never know what to say.
Just say, go home, you bastards.
Say back Brutus.
Okay, you guys. Back Brutus.
Bye.
Back Brutus, please. Bye.
Laters.
Bye-bye.